Hey everybody, how y'all doing? I'm gonna give you guys a little recap, a review on a new episode of Rokka no Yuusha. In other words, you could call it Rokka Braves of the Six Flowers, which is on episode 8. Now, this episode right here was pretty tensed up a bit at the same time, but after this episode, I don't know what to think anymore, for reals. Like, where am I supposed to go and how am I supposed to, suspect now? Because honestly, things get out of hand here, and according towards that ending, I suspected between two people, which I'll get into for some reason, but yeah. Okay, at the beginning, we have to it that Adeletto and Hans are still fighting head on. Adeletto ends up using a trick that seemed to be a very effective on Adeletto himself, but not Hans himself. Later on, Adeletto decides to try on a little trick here and there, and to prove that he's not the 7th Brave whatsoever. But it seems like Hans gave out a little lie to say that he's the 7th Brave, and he was about to kill Adeletto, and it looks like he did, but except Hans made him hallucinate that he did. So Hans admit that you're not the 7th anymore. And therefore, it looks like everything seems to be okay between Hans and Adeletto. But apparently, when it came to Nashatanya and Godolph, it seems like a lot of my friends, especially one of my YouTuber friends, suspect that Nashatanya might be one of them. I had my suspicion with that too after seeing her act this way, but I also shift my eyes to Godolph as well. Though at the same time, I was kind of like confused upon that. Between those two, I was suspecting them right there because after how they were acting, it gives me these chills and willies whatsoever to think like between these two, it seems like they get too many of my heads rolling. And then there was a scene between Fremi and Mora, I believe, and they end up having a little small talk about here and there, but Fremi does not give two cracks about Adeletto. So I just go whatever, that kind of thing. And when it came to Hans and Adeletto trying to suspect who activated the barrier within the temple, it seems really, really complicated here and there. So we see to it that how you supposed to say it that Hans investigated and trying to analyze the place to see if there's any way to get in, but apparently Adeletto is not the one that got in, so someone went in before him, so we're back to square one. Apparently Hans and Adeletto are being spied upon, and it looks like a fiend right there. No, tomorrow it looked like a fiend. And therefore Chama comes out and says she's bored right now and she's tired of this real and fake thing. So she's gonna end up killing people. And she ends up putting that little small little thingamabobber fluffy crack in her mouth down her throat and made her puke out a lot. And out comes these looking like fiend monsters, and she decides to attack Adeletto and Hans at the same time. And Chamo decides to tell Hans to attack Adeletto, except Hans go he ain't the 7th Brave, he ain't the fake. So why are you suggesting again? I told you before. But Chamo is a childlike, ridiculous kid that has these strange almighty powers to puke out an entire swamp from her body, she says, from her stomach. And I'm thinking in my mind, are you kidding me? That's what I'm thinking. So yeah, ends off with Chamo telling Hans, go kill Adeletto and I'll let you live. And then Hans that's not gonna happen. Adeletto tells Hans to go run for it if the life is in danger for a situation for one. However, Hans is like, that's not happening. You don't tell me what to do. And therefore they end up having go head to head. And when it came to the ending and then to the next episode, it's really complicated, okay? Okay, now I'm getting to I'm really shifting my suspects to Nashatanya and then Godolph, but not only that, Chamo as well, but I am giving my suspicions between Nashatanya and Godolph, okay? Between how they were acting right now, it seems pretty complicated. And it seems Nashatanya knows all this stuff here and there. Of course, I can't really suspect Adeletto. He's too much of a boss, and Hans already confirmed it. He already confirmed it. So between Nashitanya and Godolph, apparently. Well, I am like convinced to go with Nashitanya for now, but I shift my eyes to also Godolph. Don't know what's gonna happen, but guarantee a lot of stuff is gonna hit the ground right now, next episode, and the rest, because we're not gonna get onto the Demon God saga, that's for sure. So, I don't know what's gonna happen, but things are starting to get out of hand for the meantime. So, until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So, I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye.